Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So, I've made this video because there is one interesting project that I worked on recently and I wanted to share with you all. So, Google had launched its Google AI Gemini Hackathon a few weeks back, and I participated in it along with my teammate and colleague Vishnu Nandakumar. And we built an application that revolves around the uses of Git. So it's a very interesting thing, and it comprises of three parts, and I'm going to take you through one of the part on which I worked on end to end. So to give a brief introduction to people, so we are going to talk about Git, and it's a very commonly used tool which developers use from their day-to-day life. And let's start with an example. For example, say you want to contribute to some open source project. Now, what are the basic steps involved here? What you'll do, you will go to some project, you will fork it, create, or you will create a local copy in your machine, and then you will create a new branch, and you will make changes in that branch. So you will modify a file, then you will do some git add, then you will do some git commit once you are satisfied with it. And once the you are satisfied with the changes you have made, the final step is to create a pull request. And we assign this pull request to the senior developers or the people who own the project, so that they can review the changes we have made. They can provide some comments on the same, and once everything is done, then if they are okay with it, they can merge it into their project so that it is accessible and available to all. So this is the basic workflow how you contribute to any project. Or for example, in your office, if you are a developer, if you are a data scientist, this is the workflow which you use. Now the platform where the your repository is hosted can be different. It can be GitHub, it can be GitLab, it can be Azure DevOps, but the workflow remains the same. So from my experience, working as a software developer for Cortex since past 1 year, I received particular comments from the seniors during my reviewing my pull request. First one of that was that my comment messages are not very clear. I should follow some good practices. For example, it should be descriptive, like something like if you are doing some fix, it should be like fix colon a short description, add this feature to this. If you are introducing a new feature, it should be feat feat colon adding this feature, add this feature to this. If you are refactoring something, then it should be something like a refactor colon something like that, and the list goes on. And the second comment which I received was that my pull request description was not good. So the description should be descriptive enough so that it tells about all the changes which have been done, what are the shortcomings, what are the to-dos, did you do any testing, etc., etc., so that whenever a person is assigned to your pull request, he will have a short description of what you are trying to achieve, what is the problem statement, and what are you trying to solve. Now I'm leveraging the generative AI for this for this thing, for the creating the description of the pull request, because I believe that the time which we should use tools such as generative AI, LLMs to solve problems, especially for this burdensome task like writing a description and so on. So without further ado, let me give you a short intro. So yeah, we are going to the repository of the hackathon itself. So yeah, so what generally people will do, people will fork it or they'll clone it in their local, and then they will create a new branch and start working on it. So I have opened the code space for this GitHub, and I have created a new branch. So I've created a new branch here. uh, yeah, so I've created a new branch, and let's add some changes here. For example, else is without a comment, we can add a comment here. Let's add something very simple. uh, since something like feature name, feature branch name is not provided. And we can make changes here. Yeah, here we are separating a short description without Google Gemini, so we can comment it out. So these are some of the changes which I have done. We can add some more hypertext here. Creation in progress. So this is the general idea. You do some changes, then if you do a git status, you will see what are the files we have modified. Then what we do, the next step is to do git add. So let's do git add pages PR descriptor. Once we have added, we can do a git status again. Yeah, it is added. Now we can commit it, git commit -n. This commit message generation is also there, and is one of the things you can look into it later. Get commit -n fix remove short description. Added it. Now let's, once you are ready, you will push it to the repository. So we have to set an upstream, so we can do paste and we can upload it to the, yes. So now new branch has been added here. Okay, we have a new branch test which we want to merge to the main line. So what will happen here generally if I check it? So you see test has recent pushes. So if I want to create a pull request, we'll have to go here. We have to add title, we have to description. So this description can become a, you have to write everything what you have done, but we'll automate this. So yeah, we have run the PR descriptor again. So if you see the readme, open preview, yeah. So to run this, we have to run this command streamlit run home.py. I have already run this command, and it will open something like this. So you'll reach into a home page where you can paste the Gemini API key, you can paste your GitHub access token, and you can save the session, and then you can come to your respective pages. So we're going to the PR descriptor, as you said. So the first input is GitHub repo. Where is the organization and all? So here you have to put the repo actually where you want to, the basically the target where you want to push this code. So this is the repo where I am trying to push the code. So just paste it. Target branch name. Yeah. So here what we have, what we meant by the target branch name is that where do you want to push this code? Okay. For example, sometimes you want to merge your code into the main branch. Sometimes you might be wanting to merge your code into another branch name, for example release or anything. So here you will put the target name branch. Since I am going to put it in the main, I can either put main here or I can leave it blank. Then the feature branch name. What is the name of the branch where you have where you are writing the code? So as you can see, I had putted the base test branch. We are trying to merge the test branch into the main branch. So So we'll put yeah, we want to merge the test branch, and then that's it. Generate pull request description, and it will start working its magic. The generative AI. So what it's doing in the background is that it is taking the last commit which you did in your feature branch, and it is taking the last commit on the main branch or the target branch, whichever branch it is. Now it is checking the SHAs of this both these branches, and it is creating the diff based on these SHAs. Now this diff, it provides all the information about all the changes it has done here, and then we provide this diff to Gemini API. We are calling the Gemini API, and it is telling us what all the changes we have done. It is generating the pull request based on this. For example, we made some changes. Okay, yeah, from Gemini session created to Gemini progress. This captured it. Yeah, since we changed the comment where the feature branch name was not provided, it is taking into account. And yeah, we commented the short description generation without Gemini. So it is like telling about that as well. Now what now all you need to do is that you need to copy this, and you need to paste this in the pull request. That's it. This is how you generate your pull request description without any hassle. So actually I want to show you some pull request. So all the pull requests which I had made till now for this feature were made using this tool only. So for example, PR descriptor. Yeah, this is one of the PR description. So as you can see, this PR description has been generated using PR descriptor as well. So this is the one where I added this feature, and it has such nicely generated everything, what it's doing, what it has not done. This is one of the pull requests. Let me show you another pull request. For example, what about this one? Yeah, this PR description is also written using PR descriptor itself, and it told about all the key changes, what impact it had, a short description. So in short, now instead of worrying about what to write in the description, which I strongly believe a developer should not be worried about, we can just simply use generative AI to do that work for us. We just have to focus on coding. So thank you for being with me in this short demo, and maybe I'll see you next time when I am doing any other interesting project like this. Thank you. Bye.